Think of your body as a high-performance F1 car. The more you demand from it, the more preparation and maintenance work it needs to meet those demands. Now, you wouldn't take a cold engine into a world championship race, would you? You need to rev the engine and warm it up to prepare it to match the intensity of that race. That's similar to how your body needs to warm up. Despite our best efforts, we can't always account for the injuries, stresses, or accidents that may occur when you're trying to physically exert yourself. What we can do, however, is do maintenance and mobility work which can help you recover faster, which is very similar to a pit stop helping an F1 car do its best.
I am in the top 1%.
Hey guys, Shreyas Bharadwaj, top1%.fit. So recently I started playing tennis in my apartment, and a few of my friends over here, they wanted me to make a warm-up and mobility routine so that they can train injury-free and improve their performance in the long run. And needless to say, it's really important that you spend at least 10 minutes on warm-up, whether you're going for a workout session that includes lifting weights, endurance training, or simply training for a sport. Whatever it is, warm-up is simply very important. You can't skip it. And mobility, it's important for you to be able to move through a full range of motion effortlessly while training or playing a sport, so on and so forth. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. I made a warm-up routine and a mobility routine that anybody can use, and that's what I'll be showing you today. So without any further ado, let's get started right away. So the purpose of the warm-up is to raise your core temperature, prime your body to move through a full range of motion, and to ensure good oxygen supply to your muscles. If you're going to be doing any sort of high intensity activity such as lifting heavy weights or sprinting, you need to do low intensity cardio for about 5 to 10 minutes, such as brisk walking or walking on the treadmill. After that, we start off with a dynamic warm-up. The first one here being ankle and wrist rotation. Rotate your ankles and wrists in a circular motion in both clockwise as well as counterclockwise direction. And next we are going to rotate our neck sideways in a U direction, as you can see right here. The third one here is swinging your legs from side to side. This opens up your hip capsule, which is very important for you when you're doing any sort of low body movement. And after that, the fourth one is swinging your legs front and back. As you move your leg back, try to keep your knee straight so that you can feel a good activation in your glutes. Next up is cat and cow stretch. This is great for your thoracic spine mobility. As you breathe in, look up and arch your spine. And as you look down, breathe out and expel all the air from your lungs and curve your back, as you can see right here. Next we have the deep lunge rotation, which is also known as the world's greatest stretch. That's because it pretty much targets every muscle in your body. It gives you a great stretch. So as you bring your elbow down to the floor, breathe out and expel all the air from your lungs. And then take a deep breath in while pointing your palm towards the sky. Try to repeat this for a few reps and it's gonna feel great. Next we're gonna use the resistance band, which in my opinion is one of the most underrated and most effective training tools that you could possibly have. If you don't have it, you can still do shoulder rotation, front and back, whatever, but it's nearly not as effective as using a resistance band. So hold the resistance band, as you can see over here, and then with a straight elbow, just move your hands front and back. After this, we're gonna do a few reps of band pull aparts. We'll do this with the overhand grip as well as the underhand grip. By the time you're done with this, your shoulder is going to feel completely warmed up and pretty amazing. It's going to warm up your shoulder region, your rotator cuff, your upper back muscles. It's really amazing. Now it's time to look into the mobility and stretches. The purpose of mobilizing is to fix muscle imbalances, alleviate stress and pain from joints, and to recover faster from soreness and injuries. First we are going to do the calf stretch. You can do this on the stairs or any sort of platform where your heel can drop lower than your toes. Hold this stretch for at least 30 seconds and feel the stretch in your calf muscles. Next we are going to do something similar. Again you're going to need an elevated platform for your toes. This time we are stretching our hamstrings. So the difference is you keep your knee straight and keep your heel onto the ground. By doing that, you're ensuring that you're feeling the stretch on your hamstrings. And now we're going to do the couch stretch, which stretches your quadriceps, your hip flexors, and also a muscle that runs deep into your abs known as iliopsoas. Enough of the anatomy lesson. Now you set yourself up, as you can see right here, such that your knee is very close to the pole or wall or whatever structure that you're resting against. And then gradually try to get upright, as you can see right here. And next we are going to do the elevated pigeon stretch, which is great to target your hips as well as your inner thighs. Shift your body weight back and forth so that you can feel a better stretch and it helps you mobilize better. And now we are doing the elevated prayer pose, which is great to target your lats or latissimus dorsi muscle as well as your thoracic spine mobility. And next we are going to do the ball wall smash, which I found to be the best method to mobilize and recover my chest muscle or pectoralis muscle. And here you're going to need a hard ball. I'm using a hard tennis ball. You can use anything that is harder than a tennis ball as well. That works really well, but don't use something too soft. Certainly not a smiley ball. You can roll the ball up and down and also sideways and try to contract the muscle and then relax and let the ball sink right into it. That's going to feel great. And now last but not least, we are going to do the side neck stretch. Don't bend your neck forward or backward. Don't yank on your neck. Just gently tug on it and clench your teeth to feel the best stretch. So this was a general routine that I prepared, and it works for pretty much every single person. Of course, there's specificity that can be included to make the routine more individualized, more personalized, so that it works more effectively for you. If you want to do that, I'd recommend you reach out to me either through my Instagram DMs or my email, both of which are in the video description. I can make it personally for you, or you can also check out the work of Dr. Kelly Starrett. He wrote a book which is called Becoming a Supple Leopard, which includes more than 100 mobilization techniques and recovery techniques that worked wonders for me, and I'm sure it's going to work out great for you as well. Hope this warm-up and mobility routine works well for you as well, and let me know what other videos you want me to cover in the comment section down below. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video. Share this video to all your friends who are trying to get active and live a healthy fit lifestyle, because this is definitely going to help every single person. And subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so that you get all the notifications on time. And until next time, take care, stay hungry.